Hello everyone, it's Monsignor Cihak with your weekly pastor's message. This is how you stay up to date on everything that's going on in the parish. There's always plenty to be a part of the great community that we have here at Christ the King.
Hello, this is Stephen Coucher, the seminarian here, coming to you again this week with your pastor's message. Monsignor Cihak is back home in California visiting his parents for this past week. So he'll be coming back this Thursday for Boy Bootcamp. So we're looking forward to welcoming him back, and he'll be here for the weekend for masses and confessions. We ask you to keep all of our altar boys in your prayers this week as they go through that time of fraternity, training, and prayer together, that they may grow closer to the Lord and really enter into this period of vocational discernment for them at this crucial time in their lives as well. And just a note about adoration. So again, because we have our altar boy boot camp on Thursday, we'll be using the church for a lot of that liturgical training pretty much all day on Thursday. So again, there will be no adoration on Thursday, this coming Thursday. Looking ahead, on Friday, August 15th, we're going to celebrate the solemnity of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary into heaven. This is a holy day of obligation in our Catholic faith. The day we celebrate the Assumption as Mary's earthly body was assumed, body and soul, into heaven. So again, it's required for us Catholics to attend Mass on August 15th. So Christ the King will be offering two Masses. One will be at 8:30 in the morning, our typical daily Mass, and then the second will be at 7 o'clock at night. On Saturday, August 16th, we will be having our Vicariate Pilgrimage. So a Vicariate is a group of parishes that are all in the same kind of vicinity in the Archdiocese of Portland. So these include parishes, for example, like St. John the Baptist in Milwaukie and Our Lady of Louvain, just right up the road. So we're hosting a pilgrimage in which we're going to kind of process through our Vicariate. So it will be starting at 7 a.m. at St. John the Baptist. The pilgrimage will arrive at Christ the King for 8:30 Mass, typical daily Mass. And then from Christ the King, we're actually going to, the pilgrimage will continue on to Our Lady of Louvain. Once the entire group arrives at Our Lady of Louvain, the Blessed Sacrament will be exposed. We'll enter into a time of adoration, of prayer, and there'll also be the opportunity for confessions as well. And it will all conclude with benediction at about 11:30 a.m. A new event that we're hosting at Christ the King is we're going to be hosting a kind of a Q&A for all those boys in our parish that are about like 8th grade and up, to ask Monsignor and myself about the priesthood. We want this to be a very laid-back environment. Coming off of Quo Vadis Days, which is the week before, we have a few people in our parish that are going to be attending Quo Vadis Days. That will also be there for that week as one of the seminarians for the Archdiocese of Portland. But we wanted to offer this as just a really relaxed. We're going to be in the back patio of our parish offices, just have some snacks and just sit around and offer this opportunity for anyone has thought about the priesthood, has questions about the priesthood, what seminaries like, what, I had this thought at Quo Vadis Days, what do you make of this? We would just want, this to be a really informal setting where, some of the young people in our parish can come and just ask, Monsignor and myself about any of these questions that they may have as they approach this time of vocational discernment. So we'll be having that starting with Mass on Tuesday, August 19th. Mass at 6 p.m. After Mass, we'll just kind of make our way up to the parish office building right on that back patio, and we'll probably wrap up around 8:30. So we look forward to having that and starting this. Hopefully, it'll continue as kind of maybe a regular meeting group of We'll look forward to talking about this more at the actual event. We are still looking for secondary hors to start our perpetual adoration, our all-night adoration, which would last from Thursday at the normal scheduled time after Mass, all the way until Friday morning right before Mass. So we're getting very, very close. So again, we have someone scheduled for each of the times, and we really, to kickstart this, we need someone to sign up for all of the secondary slots, just so there's 2 people at each hour. So we have 4 spots left. So those spots are Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m., and Thursday 5 to 6 p.m. And the last two are on very early Friday morning from midnight to 1 a.m., and the last would be from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. Again, if any of these slots would work, or you're willing to make that sacrifice for the Lord, on a weekly basis, we'd really encourage you to think about that and encourage you to take that next step and sign up. We have an update on our parish progress for the Archbishop's Catholic appeal. So we've currently reached 78% of our goal. Again, the initial goal that was set was $80,000. So 78% of $80,000 is, if the math is correct, $62,433, at least at the time of this video. So again, if you have not made a pledge or a donation to it, I'd really encourage you to bring that to your prayer and take a look at some of the programs available through the Archdiocesan website of the things that this appeal does. You can listen to Monsignor's homily from that Sunday, which he kind of kickstarted this appeal. Just take that to prayer and see what the Lord may be putting on your mind to offer to the good that this appeal does. If you have a child who is in need of who you would like to be baptized and brought into the church through the sacrament of baptism, we have our first round of baptism classes on September 13th. So these will go from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And if you have any questions, and you can contact Deacon Becker, and to register for these, you can register online or use that QR code in the bulletin. And that concludes this week's pastor's message. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you on Sunday at Mass. God bless.